God's going to have a flame coming out of your butthole. You're going to have a flame coming out of your butthole. If you thought that AIDS was bad, you ain't seen nothing yet.
What is up, what is up, what is up, you flatulent sea turtles? Galactic Criminal here. Today we got ourselves American metalcore band Saving Vice, hailing from New England and Vermont. I reacted to these fellas, their track The Blackbriar, back in May, back before the Rona took its full stranglehold on the world. Recently, they reached out letting me know they're dropping a brand new EP with an accompanying music video, and they'd like me to check it out. So that is what I'm going to do. Now, from the looks of this, we're getting 2 for 1. 2 tracks, 1 video. That is interesting. Let's dig in. Saving Vice, Simulation, and the Spire. 1, 2.
Another mission passing far from the rocks that we become one with the dust. Flashing from data to oil. You're surely sick of your spoils. The nail in the coffin. The air of forgotten. Society undone by a way that we brought in. As we reach the touch of stars, it seems so out of grasp. How can we find a solution when we're what's holding us back? I never thought I'd see potential just slip away. Just a bit too much too late. Never fleeting, never impaired. They can't feel fear, but they know that you're symbiosis.
Was that number 1?
As I count down every moment, while I hunt down every name. This is all I am. This is all I want. Let's away from me. Now I'm crushing everything that I try to hold. If I could spend just a moment, not being told, no one expected my fate to unfold. Even my name was never my own. I am the shadow. I am afraid until I have the strength to finish what you started. Every second of every minute beneath the agony. Behold as the pain I know live is eternal, yet the suffering feeds my strength. Right until the only passion come past. Run with me, or you should run from me. Run with me, or you should run from me. The boy that you knew was weak, it's someone buried him dead. You never knew the hatred.
Okay. Oh, okay. How about that? 2 tracks for 1. Very interesting stuff happening here. I have thoughts. I gotta tell you, like straight off the top, wasn't the biggest fan of the first track. What's it called? The Simulation. There were elements of it that I really did like, but I was so overly distracted by that guitar feedback sound that they're going like that up bar, the it. It was like the entire song. It was in my head like kind of droning at me. Like at first I was like, okay, that's kind of a cool sound, but it didn't go away. Used it too much, I feel. Too much, I feel, in that track, dude. There were some cool rhythms in it, but then you kicked into the second one. I was like, oh yeah, okay, here we go. Man, sick rhythms and everything. The second track had me. It kind of felt like nu metal meets slam. For fuck's sake, I mean in parts at least, but that first riff, when you started off the first riff, I thought you were gonna jump into fucking Headstrong by Trapped. But you didn't. You didn't, and you went into this like I said, like a nu metal style of groove / slam, and then you went into like just slam breakdown city in this thing, man. I'm a big fan of that, slowing it right down. It was like almost a totally different feel from the 2 songs. Now, they had similar elements, like these digital sounds, I guess, maybe things that were overlaid onto the track afterward. I don't really know what I'm talking about. They kind of feel like they matched. But I didn't like the first one as much as I liked the second one. The second one kind of reminds me of the sound that I recall hearing from the Blackbriar that I checked out before, very much like a very heavy style of metalcore. I'll have to go back and check that song out again because it has been pretty much almost since then, since May, that I'd listened to it. I heard it a couple of times afterward. I think saw a couple of the reactions to see what other people's opinions were of it. But yeah, I like the second track so much more than the first one. Again, the first one just was kind of losing me toward the middle of it. I was just like, nah, I'm not really feeling it. So yeah, you definitely came back with the second one. Honestly, I think the only real criticism I have here for the second track is that you had that like really cool, sick sort of like rhythm I was talking about, and then you went into like the slam, slow down moments. which I thought were fantastic as a whole as they were, but I feel like if you had broken them up with another like pacing or rhythm change in between, gone like really fast or something like that to sort of like break up a bit of that would have been pretty interesting as well. I mean, for a while there, it was like doing like the slow beat down thing. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, man, but when are they going to get back to that rhythm? And then you finally did toward the end of the song, but it didn't stick with it for very long. I was a big fan of that rhythm, and I would have liked to have moved to that a little bit more in the track. All that said, I am definitely digging some of the vibe that was going on here. I'm very much interested to see what the rest of the EP has to offer. So hey, what the rest of you motherfuckers think of this shit? Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments below. Of course, there'll be a link in the description for this video so you can go and watch it for yourself. So screen for audio and get the full experience. And as always, have yourself a fantastic evening.